that the students in Palestine have stayed back after their normal school hours. So I also thank you for making sure that we could get this video conference in. My name is Sandhya, and I'm based in New Delhi, India, and I'm the facilitator for your video conference today. And my job here is to help you to have a productive and a stimulating dialogue, and to hopefully leave you with some new friends and some new perspectives. So I'm going to go over the agenda quickly for today's video conference. We'll start the dialogue by asking 3 students from each school to share with us a few things that you like about your community and your school, and a few things that you want to change about your community and school. We'll have a short discussion on that before moving on to the next topic, where I will ask 3 students from each school to speak about your influences, your values, and your beliefs, and their impact on your everyday life. We'll again have a discussion on that topic before wrapping up at the end with some reflections. So I'm just going to give you a few tips to make sure that we can have the best possible video conference. Do introduce yourself when you start to speak by saying, "Hello, my name is," and then at the end of speaking, please say "thank you," as this will be our signal that you have finished. Remember to speak slowly and to speak clearly. Be mindful that you probably have an accent to each other. So if you speak too quickly, you could miss out on what your peers have to say. Speak from your own personal perspective. So for example, you could say, "I believe this," but be very careful about saying things like "we all believe this," because you are here to represent only yourself. You're not representing your country or your school or your fellow students. If what you think is different from everybody else, that's fine. This VC is about you, what you think, and what you want to learn. In a dialogue, the most important skill is listening. You need to listen very carefully to the students at the other school and at your own school. If a school uses any term that you don't recognize or says something that you are not familiar with, it's your job to ask a question. Listen carefully to those at your own school, as you may not agree with them, or you may want to add something. Lastly, and probably most importantly, just try to relax and enjoy. There's no need to be nervous, as everybody is looking forward to speaking to each other and learning about each other. So if we are ready to start, can I get a thumbs up from both schools, please? Great. Layla, are your students ready to go? Sorry, you've just gone blank in Palestine. Are you all ready? Okay, I have them on Skype, so they can hear us, but if you don't see their video, it's just because of low bandwidth. So I'm going to go ahead and start by asking 3 students from each school to tell us a little bit about your home community and also your school. What are some things that you really like about where you live and about your school? And what are some of the things that if you could, you would change? So let's go ahead and start with Wولتر Johnson in the US, and then we'll move over to Tubas in Palestine. So go ahead in the US, please. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Christian Campbell from Wولtер Johnson. I really like about my community is how diverse and open we are. For example, here at school we have over 50 well, probably more than 50, but a lot of clubs for different activities that people might be interested in. And one thing I think I would like to change is just respecting the people above us more. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Colvin Holland from Walter Johnson. One thing that I like about my community is that we have a lot of different religions and ethnicities represented at our school. And one thing that I would change is that I think that people should be more comfortable with sharing who they are, because sometimes there's a lot of misunderstandings, even where we live in the U.S., and I think that is something that could change. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Moira, and I go to Walter Johnson School. I like how open our school is on different religions and different people, and I would like to change how media sees it.
Sorry, what was the last part of that? What was the thing you would like to change? The Palestinian students weren't able to hear you to the last student. Can you just come up and repeat, please? Thanks.
I would like to change how media sees different types of people in the country.
So the role of the media.
To the students in Palestine, she said that she likes how open the school is with different religions, but on that topic, she would like to change the role of the media. So I'm guessing how the media maybe represents some of these topics. Okay, can we go ahead and hear from 3 students in Palestine, please, on the same topic? Thank you.
Hello, my name is Rahaf. I'm from Tubas Girls Secondary School. One of the things that I like about my community is that we highly value respect and honesty. And one thing that I would like to change about my community is how people judge each other based on their looks and appearance more than anything. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Damo. My favorite thing about our community is that we are all connected. We all know each other, and like there was a lot of love in our community. And the only something that I hate, and I would love if it was cancelled, is that parents pass their thoughts to their children and children of children. So all the people in our community have the same way of thinking, which sometimes really pisses me off. So I would really like it if that changed. That's it. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sarah. I'm from Tubas Secondary Girls School. The thing that I love in my community is how people share each other in their feelings. Like we share each other in happy events or in sad events. And the thing I would change that how people, no, some people don't accept to be different. They don't accept the difference. يعني. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much to the students in Palestine for sharing. Were you able to catch all of that to the students in the U.S.? You were able to understand everything? Okay, great. So what I want to do now is just give you the opportunity, if you would like to ask each other any questions about your communities and about your schools. Any student from either school is welcome to come up and ask a question at this point. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Natasha. I would like to ask what is the advantages and disadvantages of your school? Thank you.
Yeah, go for it. All right. Hi, I'm Colvin. Again, one advantage of our school is that we have a lot of people at our school, which means that you meet a lot of different people and you get a lot of different perspectives on life. And I think that really helps. One disadvantage, I would say, is that by that same token, it's a very big school, so you don't really get. I'm kind of disappointed that I don't get to meet everybody because, there's so many people and it's so hard to talk to everybody that. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. My name is Ken, go to Walter Johnson High School, and I was just going to ask, what type of music do you guys listen to? Because over here we're pretty tolerant of all types of music, so. Yeah.
If I'm going to answer personally, I like alternative music in both languages, Arabic and English. And more than anything, I like to listen to acoustic music, which is really calming, and I find it really helpful and brings me comfort and happiness. And I also like cultural music, especially the ones that are super popular in my country. And that's pretty much it. Alternative music and cultural music, most of anything. Hello again. The question that I wanted to ask is if you could sum up your values or the values of your community in 4 words, what would they be? Thank you.
Hi, I'm Christian Campbell from Walter Johnson again. I don't know if I can describe all the values I hold close in 4 words, but the values, I'll just explain. I like working hard. That feeling that if you work hard and put in the time, you can be anything that you want to be. Kind of the American dream. So that's one value that I hold close. That's it. Thank you. Work. Ooh.
Hello, I'm Natasha. I like modern and classic music. I listen to Arabic, English, and Russian songs. I love all kinds of music except rock music.
Hi, my name is Rama. My favorite kind of music probably is electronic music because I find it it's electronic music because I find it really interesting, and you can really be more creative in it than the other kind of music. So that's why I like it. Oh, thank you.
And my favorite music is mostly classical because I feel like it's really good to use when you're studying on work or concentrating on anything. And yeah, thank you.
Just sorry to interrupt. A note to the students in the U.S., if you can just speak a little bit more loudly when you come up to the microphone, I think it would be easier for the students in Palestine to hear. Can the last student, can you just maybe come up and repeat what you had said? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sophie. I'm from Walter Johnson, and the one music I like is classical because I feel like it's really good to use when you're concentrating on work and for studying. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Moira again. I listen to pop music and some country, but I was wondering what time your school starts.
Hi, I am Nawal. We start our secondary school at 7:13 and ends at 1:13. And my school has seven parts. or my school, which is the Tubas Secondary School, has three streams: science and literature and location. There are 424 students. It's also called the Green School because it contains a lot of plants all over it. Thank you. I want to talk about music that I like. I really like some Arab bands that discuss local issues, such as مشروع ليلى band and orchestra bands, and yeah, I think they are my favorite.
Hi, I'm Colvin again. For music, I like rock music is my favorite, and alternative as well. My question is, I'm wondering what types of movies do you guys like to watch? Thank you.
Hey, hi, I'm Rozan. I like action movies a lot. I like family movies and I like comedian movies, but I like action a lot.
It's Rahaf again. If I'm going to talk about my favorite kind of movies, it's movies that discuss. First of all, I don't really watch movies a lot. I pick them so strictly. And the movies that I like are movies that discuss local issues, especially in my community. For an example, there's a movie which is called Umar. It discusses the oppression and abuse of the Israeli occupation on my country, in my community. It discusses how much it oppresses us on so many levels. And that's one movie that I really like and that I really would everybody to watch, because it gives you a closer look and a close-up to my country and my community in general. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Hi, it's Shama again. My favorite kind of movies is those crazy, not real movies. What we call them, maybe fiction, I think. Like, for example, my favorite movie is Matrix and and Men in Black and Transformers Prime. Those are my favorite because, like, they can take you into places that you would never think that you will go to, and because they're really creative and you would never know what will happen next until unless you watched it. That's why I like them. Thank you.
Hi, I am Amna. My favorite movies is action. For example, That Is Call or Doom and Action Jackson. Thank you.
Tasha, I like adventure movies and science fiction movies and fantasy. My favorite movie is Lucy and 21 and 22 Jump Street.
I'm wondering also if maybe the students in the U.S. have anything that they wanted to respond to from what they've heard the Palestinian students share about their movies, or if you wanted to share any of your own movies as well. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Fatima. I just wanted to ask you about your school system. Can you tell me more about it? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nam. I live like on the side of the West Bank, by the way. That's where my house is originally. The school system in America is very different from the school system that I went to in Israel. I don't really know your guys' school system. Ours is more different where here we choose the classes we take, whereas my old school we didn't choose the classes. Everyone had to take the same classes. So that's pretty different from the old school I went to. That I imagine you guys might be the same. It's very different where you choose your classes and you move around in the school. The teachers have their own rooms and you move around in the school.
Just in the interest of time, I'm going to push us on to the next agenda item. But before I do that, does anyone at either school have any last question that you want to ask about the students' schools or home communities?
I want to ask students in US I want to ask the student in US what kind of books they prefer to read and some names for books they read. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Colvin. One of my favorite books is The Hunger Games, and I also like that movie as well. Thank you.
I like a lot of fiction books like Harry Potter, The Hunger Games, that kind of stuff. And I also started reading a lot of books that my dad gives me about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict because I find that really interesting.
Hello, my name is Rahaf. My favorite book is called Big Magic. It discusses it helps you build your confidence. And one quote from it that I really like, it says that the author says, "I believe that every one of us is a walking repository of treasures." And that really helps you to enrich your confidence and to believe in yourself and believe that you are capable and that you're strong and that you can do whatever you want to. And that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that exchange. And I think actually that last quotation is probably a perfect jumping off point for the next agenda item. So I'm going to push us on ahead to the next agenda item. And what I would like to do now is I want to ask 3 students from each school just to talk a little bit about your influences and your values and your beliefs. So you could talk about what some of the major influences on your lives are. You could talk about where you get your particular values from or your particular beliefs from. And also, are those items important to you in your everyday life? Do they actually matter to you in what you do on a day-to-day basis? So let's switch it around this time, and let's go ahead and hear from 3 students at Tubas Secondary School, and then we'll go and hear from the students at Walter Johnson in the US. And it's a rather large question, and so if you need a minute to just gather your thoughts also, that's entirely fine. And you can go ahead and start in Palestine when you're ready. Thank you.
I'm Natasha. For me, faith is belief in anything around me or inside me. Like I believe in myself that I can do anything. I believe in love. I believe in humanity. Belief means complete trust and subservience. My personal belief is we mustn't judge any person in this planet, whoever he is, whatever religion he believes in, the color of his skin, or his nationality, even his personal opinions or beliefs, or style of his look or life. We just should stop judging each other and leave everybody alone without pointing on his disadvantages. Because maybe in our point of view, he's wrong, but he doesn't think so. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Rama. After meeting a lot of people from other cultures and other religions, I've come with something. I've come up with something. Each one of us is different, from each other. We are all different in many different ways. So I think that we should all start treating each other we shouldn't treat someone differently because he's different. Because after all, we are all different. So why are we treating people depending on their way of thinking or the way that they do something, their color, their religion, their everything? We shouldn't treat people differently no matter what. Because after all, we are all different. Thank you.
Okay, hello, it's Rahaf. Away from what my friends just said, I believe in youth. I believe in the power of youth. I believe that we can change the world to the positive, and we can change the world to positive or negative. It is up to us to decide. The power is in our hands. No, we can't change it overnight, but yes, we can all take a little part. If we all just unite, we can all change it to the better and to the positive. I believe in youth. I believe that the power is in our hands. We can change the world and put everything that we've been taught aside and just use our brains to find our purpose. And that doesn't really have to be labeled. It doesn't really have to be taught. We just you need to use our brains to unite and find some kind of a harmony between us and treat difference as a blessing and as a beautiful natural thing, away from treating it like an enemy that's going to tear us apart. So yeah, basically I believe in us, in our generation. I believe that we can change the world and that we can make it a better place to live in for the following generations. I believe that we can give everything that we have for the sake of humanity, because I really do happen to believe in humanity. And I believe that if we want to change the world, it won't take a lot. It's just going to take kindness, compliments, hugs, simple things like books and hugs and compliments. All we need is to be kind and spread love. It's all about spreading love and being kind to one another. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much to the 3 students in Palestine for sharing. I think you shared some extremely powerful sentiments, so thank you very much for that. Can we go to the U.S. and hear from 3 students in the U.S. what your thoughts and your opinions are on this topic, please? Thank you.
Hi, I just wanted to say that I totally agree with all of what you said. I agree that the power is in the youth, especially in our country, because I think that sometimes our government is a little stuck in its own mind that you guys are different, we are different, we need to be separate and we're not equal. I totally disagree. I think we should live in harmony, and I really hope that in a few years when we are adults we can solve this horrible problem that has been around for so long.
Hi, I'm Colvin. One value that I really hold close is determination, because I believe that if you really want to do something and you really work hard for it, then you can do it. And I agree with what was previously said about kind of joining together, because joining together with other like-minded people makes whatever you're trying to do easier. And I think that I agree with what was said about young people being the future of the world. I think that we have the power to do anything we want if we set our minds to it. And I think that that's what we should try to do. Thank you.
Do we have anybody else at Walter Johnson that wants to share? Remember, you can also talk about where some of these values come from. I think that's also kind of an interesting part. Where did you learn to value what it is that you value? Is there anybody else at Walter Johnson that would like to share? Thanks.
Say hello and say your name.
Hi, my name is Noor. I'm student from Walter Johnson High School.
And what kind of things do you do? What kind of things do you do?
Okay. I value my family and my teachers. Of course, Mr. Right? Yeah.
That's great. Great job.
Okay, thank you so much for the students in the U.S. also for sharing. I think you have shared some similar statements to what the students in Palestine have shared. Oh, sorry, the last student from the U.S. says that she values her family and her teachers. Just to make that clear for the students in Palestine. So I want to go ahead again and open it up to any questions or to any comments that you want to share about your values, about your beliefs, the things that influence you. Any of those topics are fair game. So if anybody has a question, please go ahead and ask. Thank you.
Hi, it's Razan. I would like to ask, what are your goals in life?
My name is Sam, and mine is to make lots of money.
My name is Meredith, and my goal in life is to go to college and succeed in a good career, and I want to become a nurse. Yeah.
Also, for students in the U.S., you might want to share about why those things are your goals. I think that's actually the more interesting part of it. If your goal is to make a lot of money, that's great. Everybody needs money. If your goal is to become a nurse, then why do you want to be a nurse? It just actually adds and helps the dialogue when you can talk a bit more about why you want to do these things. Thanks.
When you have lots of money, you have lots of resources, and you can provide for your family and have a large house, and yeah.
Hi again. My goal in life is to make all my dreams come true, and like the one in the top of the list is, it's kind of crazy. I literally want to jump inside a black hole. I just want to know what will happen, because like if anyone else jumps into it, I will never know what will happen, and like I really want to know. So like yeah, one day you will hear that Rama Salahat jumped into a black hole. Thank you.
I think that would be a very cool thing to do. I would do the same thing.
It's Sarah again. I wanted to say that one of my goals in life is to meet aliens, because I really do believe that aliens really exist. And I don't believe that we humans are only who live in this huge universe. There must be aliens. So that's it. Thank you.
My name is Ken, and I also would like to meet aliens, but I also believe in the Loch Ness Monster, so I want to go to Scotland, right? That's country, right? Yeah. So yeah, I want to see the Loch Ness Monster because I believe it.
So we've got just over 5 minutes left in the video conference, so I want to make sure that you get a chance to ask each other anything else that you wanted to ask about your culture and your beliefs and your values. This is a great opportunity to have a school in Palestine and a school in the U.S. to have a video conference with each other. So if you have anything you'd like to ask, we've got a chance for maybe 2 or 3 more questions. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Natasha. I'd like to ask, how can we make use of youth to make world better? Thank you.
Hello, I'm Chase. Youth can communicate online and work together throughout the world. And since we're going to be around for a lot longer, we could start now, and then by the time that we're in charge, everything's going to be a lot better. Thanks.
Hello. I won't be asking anything serious, but I'm going to ask you a quick question. Do you guys know the song Hall of Fame? Because we're planning to sing it right now. So if you want, we can share it. Hall of Fame by The Script.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. The students in Palestine, you wanted to sing a song, is that right?
We want to sing a song, that's correct, yeah.
Okay, we don't have much time left, so go ahead and sing your song, though.
Okay. We were just wondering if they could sing with us, if it's possible. The song
I'm sure
is...
if they know the song, they can join in.
Do it.
Yeah, it's called Hall of Fame by The Script.
Tell your telephones.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong bagging on your chest, you can be the world, you can be the war, you can talk to God, go bagging on his door, you can throw your hands up, you can be the clock, you can move a mountain, you can break rocks, you can be a master, don't wait for luck, dedicate yourself and you'll go find yourself standing in the Hall of Fame, yeah. The world's gonna know your name, yeah. The sun with the brightest flame, yeah. And the Lord's gonna know your name, yeah. And you'll be the walls on the Hall of Fame. You can go the distance, you can run a mile, you can walk straight through hell with a smile. You can be the hero, you can get the gold. Breaking all the records that never could be broke. Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. Never gonna know if you never even try. Do it for your country, do it for your name. Cause there's gonna be a day when you're standing in a hall of fame. Yeah, and the world's gonna know your name. Yeah, burn with the brightest flame. Yeah, and the world's gonna know your name. Yeah, and you will be the walls in the hall of fame. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Yeah. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, standing in a hall of fame.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. I'll include a link to the song maybe in my reflections after this video conference. That was great. I think that actually had a really nice message for the youth as well, so I appreciate that. And that has officially brought us to the end of our video conference. But what I want to do, excuse me, just before we say goodbye, is I'm going to give you all just 1 minute, and I want you to turn to each other and to talk to each other about what you enjoyed about the video conference, or what you learned from the video conference, or maybe what you didn't like about the video conference. Essentially, I want you to discuss your impression of this video conference. I'm going to give you 1 minute to discuss with each other, and then I will ask just one student to share on behalf of the entire class. So maybe just select one student to jot down a few notes, and then once the minute is up, I will call on each school to give us your reflection. So your minute of thinking time starts now. Thanks. Okay, just wrap up your final thoughts, please. And when you are ready, let's go and hear the impressions of the video conference from students in the U.S., please. Thanks.
Hi, just a reminder, my name is Noam, and I just wanted to say thank you very much, because I live 20 feet away from the West Bank, so I see people from the West Bank every day, but I never get to talk to them. So I find it funny and amazing that I had to go all the way to the U.S. just to talk to people that live so close to me. But I think it was a great opportunity to actually talk to you guys. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you for that. Can we go to Palestine with your reflection, please? Thank you.
For us, we found that we found that you guys share the same ideas that we do, almost the same ideas, no matter how much we are different in our countries are different. We share the same ideas. I like that really much. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much, and thanks everyone for a really lovely video conference. If you want to go ahead and connect again, then just be sure to tell your teachers and they can book you in for another video conference with us. So at this point, if you want to just go ahead and open up your microphones and we can just say thank you and bye-bye, and I hope everybody has a good day. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Love you. Have a good day.
Bye. See ya.